Hey guys, Jester here. Today I'm going to be going over the accessory Greyhawk Ruins. This bad boy it was made in 1990, and it basically covers what the original Castle Greyhawk was for the most part intended to be. Um, it's not completely Gary's original dungeon, but it is very well fleshed out. In my opinion, it does have the infamous God Trap, and it has several places that spun off into demiplanes and other neat little tidbits that you will discover. Um, the castle is split up into three towers as depicted in that diagram there. There's no fold out map because all of the maps are in these last few pages here. Let's see, we've got all these pages right here that have the maps. And there are a ton of them because there are a ton of rooms in this place. So just to give you an idea, on the back, and I read, Greyhawk Ruins by Blake Mobley and Timothy B. Brown. Enter the infamous ruins of Castle Greyhawk, the most formidable and expansive dungeon on Earth. Its mazes and catacombs have drawn hundreds of adventurers from around the Flannis. They are intrigued by tales of its riches, undaunted by its reputation for a death in countless unspeakable ways. Getting there is no trick. It's a well-traveled path. The trick is getting in and out again with your own hide intact. Try your hand at the busiest dungeon ever created. There are more than 24 levels of horror and treasures. Run into brutal foes and gain uncountable wealth, nearly 1,000 separate room descriptions in all. Greyhawk Ruins is a complete guide to the most famous dungeon in the World of Greyhawk campaign setting. All you will need is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition role-playing game, Nerves of Steel, and the resolve to challenge the puzzles and powers the ruins have to offer. Greyhawk Ruins is designed for 5 to 7 characters of levels 2 to 15. And, it's like, there's not a whole lot else to say. I mean, you can take this one book and go from 2nd to 15th level or beyond. That's insane. Okay? It's got 128 pages from front cover here to back map. All right? And like I said, it's just chock full of encounter after encounter after encounter after encounter after encounter. It's even got its own little separate monster manual in the back of a lot of the creatures you're going to be encountering that might not be in the normal monstrous compendium, okay, which was the 2nd edition version of Monster Manual. All right. So anyway, but it's just so much detail, especially the maps. The maps are just crazy detail, but it's it's got some artwork in it. Where it needs to be. Not overdone, but just enough to give you a little tickle. But all in all, dudes, it is a great dungeon. Again, today's short video. I mean, not a whole lot else to say about it. I mean, it's just a humongous dungeon crawl. If you love dungeon crawls, then get this bad boy right here. Again, artwork on the front, I really like that. It is by Fred Fields. got like a little druidess picking up a stone for whatever reason. Don't know really why. Kind of odd, but still, she's kind of hiding behind the broken statue there. But yeah, I mean, it's just real cool dungeon. So again, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification so that you get notifications of when I post these videos. And make sure you leave comments in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer as soon as I can. And oh, one other thing here. I know a lot of people that do things like this. They have like a what do they call it? The thing that you contribute to help them out. Patreon. Yeah. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. If you want to help me out instead of like the other guys, you can put money in their tip jar, which is the Patreon thing. Instead of doing that, if you want to help me in producing more of these videos, what you can do instead of a Patreon thing is you can purchase the novel that I wrote, the Book of Prophecies. It is a fantasy fiction novel. You can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Lulu.com. But I personally would prefer that you purchase it from Lulu.com because I get a lot more money back from Lulu than I do Amazon and Barnes & Noble, because through there, you pretty much get screwed when it comes to getting your money. So anyway, you can find links to the Lulu portion of where to get the hardback, paperback, and ebook formats by going to the About section in this channel. You can also go to my Facebook page, James Richmond Author, and there are links in that About section as well, and also some other links throughout as posts in the Facebook page. But yeah, if you want to help me out, buy my book. Best way to do it. Much appreciated for those of you who do, and much appreciated for those of you who just tune in and on a regular basis and watch my stuff. And for you newcomers, welcome, and hope you stick around. And I'll be producing these just about every Saturday. Also have a Wednesday night production where I read from novels. I'm currently actually reading from my book, the Book of Prophecies. I also have a Sherlock Holmes novel that I'm reading from, and other little novels here and there, little bits and pieces of them perhaps. We'll see how that goes. But in any case, thanks for joining in, and as always, see you soon.